Welcome to the career in life of our new my player, Joey Jackson. Our story begins here in Los Angeles, California in the USA, where our future star grew up on the streets of Venice. It all started here in these alleyways, playing football with the neighborhood kids, kicking the ball off these walls till the sun went down. And now I am one of the most hyped American prospects of all time, ready to sign my first ever professional contract with my hometown club, LAFC. And when I say I'm the most hyped American prospect of all time, I mean it. The media has called me the American Messi. They've said that I'd be the player to save soccer in America. And for me, that's always been my goal. My dream is to win a World Cup for my home country. And the journey to do so starts right here, right now. Welcome to the FC26 My Player Career Mode. It's my first day with training at LAFC, and I'm just getting used to this new, faster level of football. And it really is time to learn quick, because I've been told by my manager that I'm going to be a starter on this team immediately. We're playing with the likes of Heung-min Son, with the likes of Hugo Lloris. And as a top wonder kid myself, my stats already match some of the best strikers in MLS, so I'm not too worried about being able to compete. One of the things I am worried about, though, are the life stresses and challenges that are about to come with being a pro player. I'm about to be thrust into the national spotlight, and all eyes will be on me. Living up to titles like the American Messi aren't going to be easy, but I'm not doing it alone, boys. I got a little friend to keep me company along the way. This is my dog, who's been with me since I started playing football years ago and is still by my side as I'm about to make my professional debut. It's game one of the MLS season, and we are taking on Minnesota United. And with the additions of myself, players like Heung-min Son, LAFC is predicted to be one of the top teams in MLS. And this is it. One of the moments I've waited for my entire life. My professional debut as a football player is here. We are ready for kickoff. And as the match begins, I'm just trying to get my feet underneath myself, shake off the nerves, and give my team a chance to win, as Minnesota United will get the first shot. And a nice save from Lloris. And I'd get my first touch here at around the 9th minute and trying to make something happen in my debut, laying it off down the wing, calling for the ball, but my teammate rips a shot. It's saved, and it's good to see I'm already creating chances early on in this game. In my debut, I would get a chance to take my first shot, but I put it on target. No, it goes just wide. I'm upset, but a promising look right there, and I was looking absolutely dangerous in my debut, playing this ball in down the wing to my teammate, who whips it back into me. I go for it on the volley. I miss, upset again. But these chances I'm creating for a young player like myself, if I keep going like this, eventually they're going to fall. And on the next opportunity in the second half, a great ball played in by my teammate. I'm through on goal, going for it on my weak foot. It is a debut goal for Joey Jackson. Incredible build up on the counter attack. I'm through. All I had to do was put it on target. That's exactly what I did. Credit to my teammates for putting me in that position. It is turning into a dream debut, and it would get even better. Another counterattack as Minnesota United tried to push forward. They got no one back, and I end up getting the assist right here. A great run from the LAFC winger, and we would go on to win this 2-0. So far, I know it's early in my career, but I've lived up to the hype in game one. I'm happy with my performance, and of course, the media wants to chat. This is probably gonna be a regular occurrence if I keep playing this way. Everyone is gonna be following my career, especially here in the USA. Son giving me a pat on the back, and this is just the start of a very long career for Joey Jackson. And after our debut, LAFC's strong start would continue. A big win on the road over Austin FC would lead to another win over New York City FC, and then a massive win at Seattle, our dream start 5 goals in 7 matches for myself. And LAFC starting in second place in the Western Conference of Major League Soccer. And now I've started to make a name for myself internationally as well. Fabrizio Romano tweeting out my performances. But of course, with all of that noise, I've tried to zone out. Every single morning, starting my day the same way I have for years. Going out on a run to run, well, miles. There's a reason my stamina, there's a reason my pace is so high to start my career, and it's because the work that I have been putting in to get to this point, and it won't stop. I'm sticking with my same routines. I don't have social media. I try to cancel out all of the noise, and so far it's been working, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And as I arrived home after that run, my phone started to vibrate in my pocket. So I pulled it out. I got a text from none other than Mauricio Pochettino, giving me the call up to the United States national team. We are about to make our debut for the USA. I'm at the airport, ready to head over to Europe for the first time in my entire life. And it's all kind of hitting me at once. Working so hard to achieve this dream. First to make my debut, get signed, and now getting to play for my home country. I've always dreamed of this moment. We're heading across the pond. We are heading to Europe to make our international debut with the USA. But now the hard part begins, because I need to prove I belong on this team for the World Cup that's coming this summer. It's an international friendly, and yes, we are taking on Portugal. In my debut with the USA, I am facing Cristiano Ronaldo. And like I mentioned, I need to prove myself. The 2026 World Cup is coming this summer, and the US is trying to finalize their roster. I'm trying to get one of the final attacking spots on this team, so I need to perform immediately. Pulisic in the starting 11. This match is underway, but I'm not on the pitch. I will be coming off the bench in this game, not guaranteed to see the field at all, but I'll be ready as soon as Pochettino calls on me, and the action in this match would get started early. From Cristiano Ronaldo. An attack from Portugal. Ronaldo goes for it with his head, but doesn't get good contact. Pulisic with the next chance for the USA to try to get the goal scoring started. It's saved. And although these games are just international friendlies, they are some of the last friendlies before the World Cup. So both teams have all their best players out on the field, trying to prepare for the 2026 World Cup. And it's Ronaldo again. Another chance with his head and another miss. Both teams with loads of chances. Beginning of this match, and a breakthrough goal would finally come from the US in Ricardo Pepi. He's one of the players that I'm going to be competing against for one of those final World Cup spots as an attacking player. He plays the same position as me, but of course it's a goal for the US. I'm happy, I'm thrilled. All it takes for my country to win, that's all I care about. Halftime would hit, I'm still on the bench. But in the dressing room, the manager would call my name and tell me I'd be subbed in early in this half. And here it is. The moment has finally come. My debut. I'm on the field wearing a US jersey for the first time. And literally, the first minute I'm in the game, it's a goal for Ronaldo. This is how my career with the national team starts. Ronaldo with a goal, in the US are now tied with Portugal. Hadn't even got a chance to touch the ball yet. And we're level. But my chance would come, and a chance to win the game late on. I'll rip the shots, and it's saved. Portugal. It's going to be a draw. No goal in my debut. 1-1. But we still have one more international friendly left here in Europe before we head home. And it would be announced in this second friendly that my name would be in the starting 11 as we head to take on Wales. This could be my last opportunity. If I don't perform here, the next set of friendlies, you can kiss it goodbye. I'm not getting called up. I need to make the most of this match. The manager told me I'm going to be in for the full 90 minutes, no matter what. So let's make it worth it. Here we go. The last game on my debut. I might have been a little nervous coming off the bench, but I'm feeling relaxed this game, just trying to do what I've done my entire life. Be clinical in front of goal, pass to my teammates, and we're starting off with a bang, boys. There it is. The first goal of my international career comes against Wales in the 7th minute, proving my worth to this national team early, man. I want the spot on the World Cup team now. I want to be one of the youngest players ever to play in a World Cup for my home country. That is my goal, and we are well on our way. And the USA would be dominating this game. Chances would come early in this half for us to extend our lead, and this one could be massive. Pulisic whips it in, and I went for it with the bicycle kick, but it gets hit straight at the keeper. Could you imagine that had gone in and I scored that, man? They may as well just put me on the World Cup roster right away from that moment. And in the 90th minute, a chance for me to grab my second, and I would. Pure domination. It's my second game for the US, and wow, did we just dominate the country of Wales. I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're from Wales, but wow. Unreal match. This one, yeah, more of just sort of a late scrappy tap in, but we will take it. 2 goals in this game. I feel like I may have done enough. There will be more friendlies before the World Cup, but for now, I couldn't be happier with my performance. Back home in Los Angeles after those friendlies, man, and my fame has reached new levels after scoring for the US. I got paparazzi outside my house. This is what I woke up to this morning after returning from Europe, and I guess I'm gonna have to get used to things like this, man. Whether I like it or not, being a top star in the USA comes with the territory. Every move I make, for the good or for the bad, is gonna be watched and put under a microscope. I don't know if I'm ready for this, boys, but I feel like I have no other option. And as we return back to play in MLS, for the first time in my career, I'd face some struggles. A few losses on the road, a few missed chances. As a new player in this league, this was bound to happen. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, there's gonna be goals, and there's gonna be misses like this. And there's always gonna be the haters out there like this that we have to ignore. And on my off day, I decided to head out to the country to get my mind right, to visit a place that I would always go to every summer as a kid. It's my grandparents' house. They were the ones that taught me the game of soccer when I was young. This is the spot that I learned to kick a ball for the first time in my life. If it weren't for my grandparents, I wouldn't be here today playing for LAFC and playing for my home country. This is my favorite spot to come to. Get away from the noise, the paparazzi, the media. Mentally preparing myself for this next stretch of games, which could decide our fate in MLS and if we'll make the World Cup roster or not. It's the MLS game of the week, and we've traveled to Florida to take on Inter Miami and Lionel Messi. A crucial match that we need to win after our poor run of form to climb our way back up at the table. A sold-out stadium here in Miami. It's crazy. To start my career, just the first few matches, I'm playing Ronaldo and Messi, and this match is about to get underway. Here we go. We are off, and it would be LAFC and Heung-min Son getting the action started. Son with a missed shot, the frustration starting to show. We haven't scored a goal in 3 matches, so we are desperately trying to get anything in the back of the nets, and it would finally come. A goal right here, and it would be Son putting it in the back of the net. I thought for a second that the pass was going to be to me. No, it slides all the way through at the Son on the left wing, and it was a great decision and a great finish from the South Korean veteran Son, but the game would be far from over. Miami would have chances here. We're going to get to the later stages of the second half, trying to hold this 1-0 lead. Another chance from a header, another miss for Miami, who are so close to scoring their first goal in this match, and it would finally come. Breaking down the wing, a goal slots in. It is 1-1, the equalizer. Just when we thought we had gotten a win, it's been ages since we've won a match. Miami equalize with this. One of our defenders goes for it, tries to slide, but goes a bit too early. There would be time in this match, though. The 90th minute, a chance for myself to win it. I chest it down. I go for it on the volley, but of course, the keeper dives, makes an incredible save, and that's how the match would end. We do not get the win we've so desperately been looking for, a 1-1 draw in Miami. And we'll have to wait to get back on that win column in MLS because it is back to the national team and the last friendly before the World Cup roster is revealed. And from the looks of it, if I do go on to make this squad, I'm going to be one of the final additions to the roster. So this next upcoming game means a lot. And for this friendly right here, I don't have to travel too far. Is being played in my backyard of Los Angeles, taking on one of the best national teams in the world, Italy. And we're underway. This is another match that I'm not in the starting 11 for. I'm going to be coming off the bench at some point. The manager said I would get minutes, but it could be 5 minutes, it could be 20, it could be 45. We don't know. We'll have to wait. And this match starts out with a goal from Italy, who take the lead. Again, this game means nothing. It's just a friendly, but both sides have players who are trying to get on their World Cup roster, so everyone is going 110%. That goal gets the game started, and Weston McKennie tries to score our first with a long shot. He misses. We're 20 minutes in, and it is 1-0 to Italy. Without myself on the pitch, we have no problem creating chances. We just can't find the back of the net. Another miss. And in the second half, it would be my time to shine. As soon as I step foot on the pitch, I make an immediate impact. At the top of the box, waiting for the ball, calling for the ball, getting the ball, turning and scoring the first goal of the game to equalize. In the 78th minute, as soon as I enter the pitch, I contribute, trying to earn my spots, and I wouldn't be done there. A chance from a counterattack. In the last seconds of the game, through on goal, another. It is 2 for Joey Jackson, winning it. There was 9 minutes of added time, and we scored in the 100th minute. The USA win the game. We bag ourselves 2 goals for our home country. And surely I've done enough. Surely that was enough to get the call up for the World Cup roster. This was the final match, and now we wait. We wait for the manager's decision, and it'll be coming very soon. Tonight is the night that I'm awaiting a phone call to hear my fate. The phone call will either say that I made the team or I haven't, but one way or another, I'm going to get a call. I played 3 matches for the U.S. I scored 3 goals. I know I'm young. If I don't make it, that would be the reason why they'd go for someone with more experience, someone who's more qualified. But a player like myself with so much potential, the experience now would be incredible. And I think I could be the one to help the U.S. win the World Cup. I flipped on my favorite show to watch at night, sat down and relaxed on my cell phone, and waited. And the call would finally come.